Hi, Steve Sandner. Today I'm going to make salsa, and this is a very easy version of salsa. Don't use fresh tomatoes, unfortunately, but I must have gotten this recipe off of the internet because it's kind of funky looking, and I made some changes, and I'm going to have fresh cilantro in it, and going to have some lime juice, fresh from a fresh lime, and whole tomatoes in the can. I'm going to have an onion, a little onion. Oh, the garlic! I have to get the garlic. We use Rotel. 2 cans of this, and a little bit of this ground cumin. And I will put the ingredients in the recipe in the notes below the video. And thanks, Chris. Got me some garlic. So I use quite a bit of garlic. So I'm going to get started chopping things up, and it'll go right in this. Everything will fit in this blender here, and then we'll have fresh salsa. Yum, yum. So I'm going to start with the garlic, and I've got a little knife here. I've also got this handy dandy garlic chopper, which I really like. Got some spots on it. I'll take those out. Okay. Hey, what was that? I saw something move. Okay, so now I'm going to chop the garlic. It's going to get put in the blender anyway, but I just like to chop it up to get it started. And then this can go right in the sink. So I'll put the garlic on a little plate to put in later. Blender. Are you hungry for salsa, Chris?
Is that better?
Is that going to help?
Yeah.
The picture? Does it help the picture?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm chopping up the onion. This is also going to go through the blender eventually anyway, so I'll get it chopped up and ready.
You just got a message.
So, here I have the cilantro. I'm going to put that in a bowl after I chop it up. And some people don't like cilantro. You can also use parsley. Personally, I think cilantro is better fit for salsa. And I like to use a lot of it. So here's a little jalapeno. I'm going to chop that up and put that whole thing in there. And here we have a lime. I kind of layer the ingredients, and I don't put them all in at once, but I'll put half of the whole tomatoes. This is a can of whole tomatoes, and I'll put that in as the first layer. Okay, now I'm going to put in the dry ingredients. I'll put in about 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. And I'll put in about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Some people like more or less salt, but I've experimented with it, and the way I like it is about 3/4 teaspoon. be too much. Okay. And then, secret ingredient is cumin. Put in about a half a teaspoon of cumin. Maybe 3/4. Some people say moderation, but that smells good. That cumin smells good. So, on top of that, I'm going to put one of the cans of Rotel. I'll put some of the cilantro, and I'll put a portion of the onions and jalapeno. Wow, is it all going to fit in there? And garlic. If you have a larger blender, that'll be a nice luxury for you. Then I'll put in the other can of Rotel, kind of haphazard here, and then I'll put in the rest of the onion and the jalapeno and garlic. Put in the rest of the cilantro. That's a lot of cilantro. Might have to pack it down a little bit. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but. And I'll put in the rest of the tomato. Boy, that's full up to the top. Whew. And speaking of top, you want to have a top on it. And then you also get the cans and stuff out of the way. And, oh, I almost forgot the lime juice. Woo. There we go. A little bit of lime juice. And make sure it's plugged in. Plug in the blender. And then just do it pulse a little bit at a time. Ooh, it's mixing. If you want it chunky, you kind of have to be careful not to blend it too much. So I don't blend it too much. I'm going to stir it a little manually. Ooh, it's full. Woo! Look at that. That might be all it needs, huh? Just a little bit more. Would that be chunky enough, you think, Chris?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Hey, I can see you peeking in there, Chris. Hey, photo bomb. So, let's put it into the glass bowl here and see how it looks. Wow.
That's a lot of salsa.
There we go.
Look at it all.
So, got the spoon here, stir it up. And I guess we can try it. Yeah. As Gordon Ramsay says, you should always taste your food as you're cooking to make sure it's the quality you want. So, and we'll try it. How was that?
Really good. I better try it again just to make sure.
There you have it. Steve's Simple Salsa. Does it need anything? Salt? I think it's good. I'll put the recipe below, so enjoy. Thank you.